I can keep this plate here all day. Just kidding. What's going on, everybody? My name is Ethan. Thanks for clicking on the video today. Today we are going to be creating another addition to our puff series. We are going to be making blueberry muffin puffs. I ate a lot of Dunkin when I was younger. I ate a lot of chocolate chip muffins. I ate a lot of blueberry muffins. And I prefer the blueberry muffins because of the crystallized sugar you found on top. That was just such a distinct, sweet flavor that, man, I just miss eating Dunkin' at least regularly like I used to. So I played around in the kitchen a little bit and I think we found something that blows those out of the water. The macros and calories are crazy on this. The flavor is even crazier, but don't take my word for it. Once you finish this video, try making them yourself. I just know you guys are gonna love these. I'm telling you guys, ever since we hit 500 subscribers, I just had this motivation rush over me like I've never had before. Every night I'm filming a new video. Every night I'm editing for 7 or 8 hours. I love the process. I'm having so much fun. We're moving like a freight train, bro. There's nothing stopping this. Let's keep it up. As always, man, I'm just excited to get started. So if you haven't already, please drop a like down below. Smash the subscribe button. Ring the bell to be notified when I drop more stuff like this. And leave a comment if you got a suggestion for a video in the future. I'm done talking, guys. Cue the intro. As we always start our puffs, you're gonna need the lowest calorie bread you can find. I'm going with 647 whole wheat. You're gonna need egg whites. I'm gonna be separating them from the yolks, as always. So you're gonna need artificial sweetener. For this particular recipe, I'm gonna be using stevia as well as Splenda. If we're really trying to capture the taste of a blueberry Dunkin Muffin, you gotta have that coarse sugar on top. I always prefer to bake with stevia because it gives me better results, plus I get a higher volume of sweetener in there. But I like to use the Splenda packets as well because I put it on top. This is about as coarse of an artificial sweetener as you're gonna get your hands on, at least as far as I'm aware. If someone else has a different suggestion or they have something that's better than this, let me know down below. Whoa, okay, 0 calorie sweetener, you need that. Walden Farms 0 calorie blueberry syrup. You're also gonna need normal blueberries. Whey protein powder, as always, we're going with vanilla. You're gonna need baking soda. Got a plain bag of white flour here, you're gonna need it. Like I said in my last video, I ripped the normal bag open, got all over the counter, made a huge mess. So expect to see this for the near future. You're gonna need xanthan gum. If you don't have xanthan gum and you have guar gum instead, works totally fine. Your Ninja blender, as always, food scale, and a baking tray. That's everything. Let's get started. First thing you guys want to do is grab the base of your blender. Now you want to grab 9 pieces of bread. Got a little butt piece. Like I said, man, I don't want these in my recipes, and I'm not going to make a sandwich with this because I think if you let me chew my food. If you make sandwiches with the little butt piece, you're psychotic. This is not meant for anything. I don't know why this exists, but I like to eat it because I'm not wasteful. But it ain't ending up in my recipes, that's for sure.
They're for toast.
They're not for toast, bitch, they're for eating.
They're great toast.
They're not great toast.
Yeah, they're great toast. They get super crispy.
They taste burnt. It turns black.
You can't just don't toast it.
I don't like the butt piece, bro. I don't like that butt piece. Yep. Throw it right in. If it doesn't look like this, you did it wrong. Okay, let's make this. All right, 9 slices of bread going in. Next up, you want to put in 4 egg whites. I'm using large eggs. 50 grams of your blueberry syrup. 15 grams of your artificial sweetener. Now you're gonna want 10 grams of all-purpose flour. 6 grams of coconut flour. 3 grams of baking soda. 1 scoop or 40 grams of a whey protein. Like I said, I recommend vanilla. 3 grams of xanthan gum. That's everything you guys are gonna need. Now we gotta blend it up. Take a look at that mix, guys. Now you just wanna pop it on the blender. Blend it for about a minute. As we always do, grab yourself a small spatula, scrape the sides down, make sure everything mixes in as thoroughly as possible. That way you'll wind up with the best product. I gotta stop saying product, dude. It sounds like I'm talking about drugs.
Yes, science!
One thing we really captured here is the smell of a blueberry Dunkin Muffin. If you guys have smelled the muffins before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like if I had a blindfold on and I had a muffin and I had my blender right here and I smelled both, I couldn't distinguish it. I'm not lying, like it smells amazing. All right, put your lid back on. Try to do it smoother than I did. Blend it up again. It looks pretty thorough. As always, I'm gonna do it one more time just to play it safe. All right, one more round in the blender. If I can. Man, this thing's a piece of shit. Like the other videos, it's gonna look like it's not even moving. It's basically anabolic ice cream, but warm. So, you know, Greg Doucette test. Thumbs up. Grab yourself a baking tray. Remove your dauber of flavor and thickness. Always scrape to make sure you get the most dough out of this as you possibly can, because the blades can take a lot of it away. So we fight for our dough in this kitchen. Now you want to grab your nonstick spray and just give the pan a coat. Now grab your dough and just lay them on the tray like cookies. I always like to give mine a little bit of flair, but because we added syrup in this one, they won't hold up as well as the other two. But they're gonna taste just as good, if not better. Now you wanna grab a couple blueberries, preferably frozen, and just put a few on each of the puffs. Now you wanna take your Splenda packets, rip them right open, and pour a little bit of sugar on each puff. One of these packets should be good for about 2 puffs. These things look good, man. Let's pop in the oven. Now you want to make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Oh yeah, bro, these are done. Now, we just got to get them on a plate. Anabolic blueberry muffin puffs. Guys, the anabolic puff train, it's never gonna end. You might as well get on it. Look at it, guys. Just stare at it for a second. Everyone likes looking at food. I love looking at food. I can keep this plate here all day. Just kidding. Well, there's 5 left, so that's okay. When was the last time I did that? Oh, wow, that actually happened in one of my videos once. Oh. You know what? Whatever. We got 5 left. I've had these a bunch of times. I know everything about, I'm okay. So, I wanna clarify something with the cooking time. You're gonna pull them out of the oven and they're gonna look a little underdone on the top. The reason for that is there's a lot of blueberry on top, there's a lot of syrup inside of the dough, and there's also a lot of sugar on top. That'll caramelize, the blueberry juices are gonna leak around, and it's gonna cause the dough to get a lot more moist towards the top. So when you pull it out for about 10 minutes, which is what I cooked it for, it's gonna look a little underdone on top. That's not underdone, it's just a little bit of moisture trapped in there. It's 100% cooked, it's 100% delicious, and honestly, what's left of these really captures the taste of a Dunkin' Blueberry Muffin. All right, I'm done talking. I already had a couple casualties, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. All right, time for the taste test. Cheers. See, these things taste amazing. I'm still thinking about how I just dropped some on the floor. But for what I tasted, from what we made, from what we got going on, I might be a little biased, but these taste just as good as a Dunkin' Muffin. I'm really surprised at just how well we were able to actually capture the taste of a Dunkin' Blueberry Muffin. Thug jug. Oh man. We are struggling today. One thing about these though, there is so much cakiness and moisture inside of this particular puff. The brulee puff and the cinnamon puff that I made in my other videos, they're delicious. They are to die for. But with this, because of the blueberry juice, because of the syrup we put in, because of the Splenda we put on top, it feels like, not tastes like, but it feels like I'm biting into a piece of cake. Like it's just, your teeth sink into it. You guys remember those sugar cookies that had the icing, I forgot what they were called, but they were delicious and everyone loved them. That's the closest thing I can compare this thing to. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I dropped those, I was kind of pissed off. I was a little flustered, but I tasted this. I got a few of them. Man, I'm just These are, oh wow. Now, you know, now I am pissed. I didn't want to lose those two. That sucks. That really sucks, dude. Those are just, damn, bro. These things are enormous, and I think I was able to make about 7 of these. So you're gonna be beyond full. Wait till you see the macros, wait till you see the fiber. So if you follow the recipe exactly the way I did, you are looking at 651 calories, 7 grams of fat, 154 grams of carbs, 55.5 grams of protein, and 76.5 grams of fiber. 76? Good luck eating the whole thing. You're not gonna. You're gonna have about 300, 400 maybe calories worth of this recipe. And the rest of them, you're not gonna be able to eat. It's gonna fill you right up. It's delicious. It's a flavor sensation that I cannot put into words, but I promise it's gonna fill you right up, and you are not gonna have cravings after you eat these. And if you start having cravings a few hours later, guess what you can do? Make more of these. So I'm gonna try not to drop any more. Oh my God. This is my 3rd puff recipe, and I intend to make many more. But at this point in time, we kind of gotta rank them a little bit, don't we? At least me personally, I'm gonna tell you my favorite in order. They're all delicious. There's not one you can make where you will go wrong. But I'm gonna rank them in order in terms of what I think is the best tasting one. At number 1, by like the smallest margin, these ones. The reason I say these ones is not because it's my new recipe and I'm trying to get you guys to make it. Even though I'd love you to make it, I want you guys to make it, but I'm not trying to sell you on something. Because of the moisture and the Splenda and all that stuff on top, these are much more cakey to bite into. Like with the other 2 puffs, the brulee one, when you put the sauce on top and you cook it for a little less time, it has the same consistency where it's a little wet, it's really soft, it's super doughy, and it's just like biting into cake. With this one, it's much lower calorie. I believe those ones were about 750 calories, 700 calories. This one is about 650, and there's no topping going on top of it. This one is much more macro friendly, and in terms of taste, it's always gonna be a mood. It's always gonna be what you're craving at whatever time. Like you can want the cinnamon one, then you can want the blueberry one. It changes over time. But in terms of how macro friendly and how calorie friendly these things are, the blueberry muffin ones go on top easily. Second, I'm gonna have my brulee puffs. I love the taste of banana brulee. It's delicious. And in the bottom, literally by the smallest margin, is the cinnamon puffs. If in terms of my personal preference, that's the current hierarchy. But I mean, I wanna hear what you guys gotta say. A lot of you already made the puffs, and if you have already, that's great. If not, I suggest you go check those videos out, try them. But I want you to try making this one as well. I want you guys to comment down below, which one's your favorite? Give me your little puff tier list, you know what I mean? Once we have like 7, 8, 9 puff recipes, I might do an actual tier list. I'll get there eventually, but that's down the road. Oh my gosh, these things are good. So I made 7, I have 2 left, and I have those 2. So out of the 7, I had 3, and I'm already pretty full. I think I have enough room for one more puff, but I'm gonna hold off for now. You guys know what goes great with these puffs? Water. Drink at least a gallon of water a day. No exceptions to that rule. That's about it for me, guys. I appreciate you making it this far in the video. If you haven't already, guys, drop a like down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified when I drop more stuff like this, and leave a comment if you got a video suggestion that you'd like me to try out. I love trying new things. The Anthony Mantello video was a ton of fun to make. I might make more of those in the future. It's all about reception. I need to know what you guys want to see out of me. That way I know what kind of content to push, what kind of content to focus on. I'm always going to make content that I love making, which is true to myself. But I also want to know what it is you guys want to see so I can kind of fine tune my schedule and know how to go about things. Try these puffs out. Take a picture on Instagram and tag me. I'll put you on my story. I'll leave you a comment. We can even talk a little bit. You can give me some feedback. You can give me some suggestions. Or maybe I can give you some advice, tips on fitness, dieting, whatever it is you might need. I love communicating with the community. I've met so many people through it, and I intend to meet many more. I'm having the time of my life. That's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoy the recipe, but I'm out of here for today. I'll see you guys later. Tune in next time. Peace.